Morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Nice to see you all. We're back. New week. New me. Well, not really new me. Same old me, but a new week. Same old sim 2020 as well. Back in 2020. And we're flying Ryanair today, as I'm sure you can see for yourselves. How's it all going? How is it all going? Oh, right. We're starting today. As you can tell, hopefully by the top of the screen, we are heading down to Nantes. Morning, Philip. In the 73800. Defender, plane spotter, good morning. Guess your name this time. I'll call you DMY. How's that? Thomas, good morning. So we're just getting loaded up here at Dublin. I've finally connected my SimBrief account to GSX, which I've never actually done until now, which is shocking, really. So that's nice. It will take my SimBrief profile and load the plane based off of that. Buses are incoming, cargo's incoming. And there's no need for me to do that anymore because I've set up buttons. Check this out. On my Stream Deck. Yes. Finally. Okie dokie. Batteries, emergency lights, ground power. That'd be a good start, wouldn't it? Probably should have done that before I loaded the plane, but hey ho. What are you going to do?
Welcome on board.
What are you going to do? How are we getting on with being loaded? Let's have a look at the payload. 180 out of 184. Now, is that changing in real time because of SimBrief, or is that like just set in SimBrief as pretending to do it, having set the plane up properly? I suspect the latter. I suspect it.
This way, please.
How was work yesterday? It didn't go to work yesterday. I was in charge of the kids yesterday. They had a non-pupil day, and I booked it off yesterday. And I looked at my rotor, my schedule, and I was like, oh, damn, sweet. I've actually got Monday off. I can do a stream. Then my wife's like, you realise the kids are off? I was like, damn it. I knew there was a reason I booked that off.
Welcome on board.
That wasn't just for selfish, personal reasons. Never mind.
Hello. This way.
Why?
This way.
I was going to say, we have screens. I say, why haven't we got any screens?
May I see your boarding pass?
That's him at Gatwick. Back head to Alicante. Nice. I was thinking of heading to Alicante after Nantes, to be honest.
Boarding pass, please.
Right, let's get our SimBrief data in, shall we? So we're doing a 2-8 right departure,
Hello.
which makes sense because in the real world they're landing 2-8 left. So we'll stay out of the way and keep ourselves on 2-8 right.
Good morning. Good morning.
So,
This way, please. This way, please.
let's do our pause on it, shall we?
Hello.
Go, let's do route, flight plan request, SimBrief.
Hello.
Now, in theory, I shouldn't need to do set payload, set fuel, should I? Because GSX should have done that, but let's just do it. Just in case. Not that I don't trust GSX.
Hello.
That'd be crazy.
May I see your boarding pass?
Yeah, okay, look. So I've gone from 180 to 176. Why is that? Having connected my SimBrief account, having told GSX to load the plane, it went for 180 out of 184. I've just done import manually. It's gone to 176. Yet again. Oh, God. Right. Whatever. Whatevs. Oh, how's it going? Oh, SP's in as well. Look, everyone's in. Don't have the iFly SB. Two eight right. In it. Perf in it. Perf in it. Request. Philip, how you doing, mate? How many legs? Probably 2. Probably 2. Right. QNH 1011. Let's do that now before I forget. How many arms? Probably about 6. Now, nothing's on at the minute, is there? Pilot Easy says, I've just finished a flight from Houston to Hawaii, American 777. I'm tired, stayed up till 3 a.m. Yeah, that'll that'll do that to you. Who knew? 28 right, and we are on the Pessit to Juliet. 28 right. God, there's loads here, isn't there? Loads and loads. Loads and loads and loads and loads and loads. Pessit to Juliet. Happy days. Now I know it's a minute or 2 away. We're going to do ILS Zulu 03 on the Rimo or Rimon 1 Charlie. Transition at Nightham. Alright, nice. Let's just step through that route. EFIS mode, now frequency, disagree. Okay. We'll look at that in a mo. It's better. Oh, idiot. Plan. There we go. Right. Out of Dublin. That is a very strange... It did that last time to me, actually, coming out of 28 right. It sort of arced back on itself. Obviously, I'm not going to take off and then immediately fly backwards and fly that arc. I'm probably going to take off and fly right to DW 118. So I don't know why it's done that. Hey, Drifty's gifted a sub to... whoever that was. I didn't see it. Thank you, Drifty. I really appreciate that. Drifty, yes it is. PMDG 737-800, my old favourite t-shirt. Backseat Flying says, watching you fly a fake airliner on your computer while I fly my fake airliner on my computer. It's great, isn't it? So is it that 650 there? It's doing that. Well, in any case, we're going to hand fly the takeoff. I'm going to head out to DW 128. And if I show you on the charts, that's what the chart thinks we should do. Compare and contrast what the plane thinks we're going to do. We are terminal, whatever terminal is, gate 1, 2, 3, terminal Pier 1 we're at, whatever that means. Which I think is terminal 1? Terminal 1, Pier 1? Don't know. Not really a connoisseur of Dublin. Drifty, you must be knackered. Ah, Wasp is in. Look out. Judge, good morning. Lanky's in. Chat's filling up. Troublemakers are in now. Oh, wrong button. Yeah, look, so 28 right, and then we leave 28 right at 308 degrees. Out to 128. So I'm not entirely sure what it's doing there. Not entirely sure how to fix it either. Without ruining everything. But we'll hand fly it anyway, so we'll be okay. We'll be alright. Right, let's do our performance data, shall we? 28 right, input from FP, input from aircraft, input weather. Okay, flaps 5. Rating of TO, select temp 50. I'll pop that in there. TO's already pre-selected. Flaps 5. 143, 145, 149. 143, 145, 149. That matches, that's good. Trim of 570. Zoom in a bit. There's a lot. There we go. That's about right, I would say. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I put 149 in the speed. Now, given that we're going to turn immediately, should I put in my runway heading or should I put in 308? You see what I mean? Turn at 650 feet. And turn below 650 feet. Tempted to go the runway heading, you know. That'd make more sense, wouldn't it? Because if we're going to need to turn there, one way or another, that would seem safer to me. Then what? So above 650 we'll turn. Then at Pesset we need to be below 230. So we'll put 230 in the window because that's the only... No, we need to be below 9, in fact. Below 9 at Delta Whiskey 122. And down to Pesset 230. That's fine. Wasp, quieten down. Spartan 7.3 the other day, excited to see your approach. Couldn't do mine for some reason. I had the ILS frequency in course. Put LNAV, VNAV, and A and B, A and B. Oh, CM. Do you know why it put me so high on approach? Do I use vertical speed? Normally VNAV gets me down, providing everything's alright. It's funny that. Right. Let's get some fuel pumps on. Let's get this APU fired up. And we'll get ready to skedaddle. We'll just get our cruise. .370. And what's the runway height into Nantes? 73 feet. So do I go 50 or do I go 100? It's nearer to 50, isn't it, I suppose? But then do you round up or do you round down? I don't know. Thoughts? Thanks again for that gifted sub, Drifty. Super awesome of you. Round up, says Joshua. Okay. Go on in. Can't hurt, can it? I'll be in full control of the aircraft anyway. Possibly go wrong. Alright, APU power. Let's take from there. Logo on, why not? Show off that Ryanair logo. In aviation, everything's rounded up, never down. That kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Okay, I'm just going to put 278 in the course for 27 left. 28 left, sorry. Should we need to return. Good. Almost time to go. Right. Let's get GSX on the case, shall we? Prepare for push and start. Get the brakes on. We will get the chocks removed.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Technically round down, it's pressure based, so you'd require more pressure at 50 feet, which is better than having less. Less equals cabin depressurization. Ultimately, it doesn't matter, to be honest, unless the airport is extremely high. Now, there you go. That's interesting, Saturn. Thanks.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Just do a quick scout around, make sure no one's in our way. There was an Aer Lingus behind me, an ATR. Oh, look out, who's that? Now, the question is, has Wasp got his gear down? No, of course not.
Locking gear.
Don't know why it does that. Kind of forgot, where's LFRS? Nantes in France. Beautiful. Oh, I love this plane. He is wonderful. Mateus, thank you. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, by the way. I apologise if I'm not. That's one thing to come out of this YouTubing, is that reading people's names. I'm terrible at pronouncing people's names. I do apologise if I've got that wrong. Right, we'll leave GSX there for the minute. Let's make sure we've got everything right. So APU's fired, we're taking power from the APU. We can now get the old hydraulics on, window heat. Packs off, which is just as well. We'll get the APU bleed on, we'll get the passengers belted up, which I should have done really before the tug lifted us up, and we'll get our anti-collision light on. Put the chimes on. Mr. Galaxy, thank you for following us on Twitch. I do mostly fly Boeing Wasp, as you know. And then this Airbus rubbish that you get about him. Where's GSX? Why have you disappeared? Go. Gabrielle, A330, thank you for following us. Now I'm going to want to do... Look at that beautiful aeronaut plane back there. Whoever did that livery. Needs a damn raise. We're going to do nose, left, tail, right. One of these days, I've never got it wrong so far, but one of these days I'm going to get my left and right confused. I just know it. Nose, left, tail, right.
Release parking brakes, please. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Cheers, fly with me. Reading 3 chats is impressive. I came from TikTok, now you're on YouTube. Dedication at its finest. You're damn right. Oh, get Drifter, you've cheered 1,000 on Twitch. Thank you, thank you. Alright. Engine numero 20 into ground. Keep an eye on that N2. It's actually 4 chats. So we've got Twitch, we've got YouTube Vertical, we've got YouTube Regular, and we've got TikTok. Is your Thrustmaster yoke better than the Turtle Beach Velocity one? I mean, I chose it over the Turtle Beach Velocity one. Never used the Turtle Beach Velocity, so I couldn't say. But I very, very, very much enjoy my Thrustmaster yoke. Is what I can say. And if it broke tomorrow, I'd buy another one. Because it's amazing.
Please set parking brakes. Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Engine 1 into ground. Getting 54 FPS here at Dublin. What am I getting? 44 FPS. You're on a better CPU, more VRAM on the newer sim, presumably. Oh, I forgot to do New Sky Philip. Have I got time? Yeah, we can fiddle it, can't we? There we go. Flight has started. Thanks, Philip. Right. Engine 1. I'm thinking about buying the Winwing MCDU and FMC. Do I recommend it? Don't know. Haven't tried it. Looks cool. I've got the Wing Flex FMC. Just here. I've not got the Winwing one. So I couldn't tell you. Sorry. As for the... Do I recommend the PMDG 738? Absolutely I do. It's a non-negotiable part of my sim, put it that way. Good. So, take power from the engines. Get the probe heats on. Axe to auto, isolation valve to auto. We can do APU bleed off now because our engines are started. We can do APU off. Let's get our taxi light on because I think I've told GSX to clear off. If I haven't, I'll do that now.
We have a good engine start. You can disconnect. Unlocking gear.
It is 2020 Flight Simmer, yes. Is this going to be a Ryanair lattice? Of course not. Yeah, Drifty PMDG are working to get their planes in 24, but they're not there yet. So we've got to let them cook. We've got to be patient, and it will be worth it, I promise you. Right. What's my taxi route going to be? Let me show you some charts. We're going up to 28 right. So,
tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
So we're going to go taxiway... Is that apron 1? Foxtrot inner. Delta Sierra. Charlie. Kilo. November 2. Nice. That'll do. Dublin traffic, Ryanair 232, pushback at stand 123, taxiing to runway 28 right via taxiway 1, Foxtrot inner, Delta Sierra, Charlie, Kilo, November for November 1, Dublin traffic. do flaps 5. Objective takeoff. Flight directors on.
Dublin traffic air not 56, following the Ryanair, wherever he's going.
Dublin traffic, Ryanair 232, radio check. Dublin traffic, Ryanair 232, radio check.
555.
Thanks.
Same here.
Good morning, Ricardo. From San Diego. At work. Let's go. Quite a nice day in Dublin. Good morning, Captain from Norway. Nice. We should fly to Norway soon, actually, on the sim, shouldn't we? Why is my sign pulsing over there? Can you see that? That's not pulsing anymore. Now it is. Oh, I didn't set up my Tobii eye tracker again. What muppet? I meant to do that this morning. Grr. Avi, thanks for following on Twitch. Appreciate you. Lee! Very well, thank you. Very, very well. Can't be bad doing this on a Tuesday morning, can it? Alright, Delta Sierra. Emson, thank you for following. Sorry if I missed whoever beat before. Thank you, and welcome. So we're going to merge onto Charlie. And Kilo November for November 1, runway 28 right. Hopefully you can see where we're going on the chart. Would you rather charts on or charts off at this phase of the flight? I know some people have asked for it to be on in the past. Because when I say stuff, it's like a bit of a mystery really as to where I'm going. Like I say Delta Kilo November Charlie. And it's like, yeah, I heard what you said, but I don't really get what you said. So I'm hoping that the charts can go some way to making the stream a bit more approachable. I don't know. How'd you link Navigraph with the sim? What's it called? Is it Sim Connect? No. Oh, there's...
Dublin traffic, Blue Max 9 Tango with the 574 Lima, approach 28 left, we 20 miles.
There's an app.
Dublin traffic.
Oh, dear me. I gotta be honest, my hoodie smells today. I don't like it. I have to change it. Ugh. Sergeant! Welcome. 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 Oh, I need to get rid of my keybind actually, don't I, for whenever I use Unicom, it puts my engine 1 out of continuous mode. There must be a keybind in there doing that. It's gotta be. Right, I'll turn the charts off now. I think it's fairly apparent that we're here. Yeah, don't use VATSIM radar. I wouldn't do that. 2024, you've got the new EFB that goes some way to doing it with the Lido charts. In my experience, there's nothing better than Navigraph. Nice. Yes, it costs money. So I guess you need to kind of self-qualify yourself as a serious simmer to want to do it. But for me, like if I'm on it several times a week, live streaming, you sort of have to chalk it up as a business expense to a certain degree. Right, Tara, start the clock, landing lights, runway turn off of those, probably not particularly necessary. Engines aren't continuous, but look, when I do Unicom, Dublin traffic, Ryanair 232, lining up 23 right, 28 right, correction. 23 right. Muppets, honestly. Just do a recall, nothing, good, let's get out there. Welcome, John. It's not, James. No, this is 2020. And Dublin traffic, Ryanair 232, taking off runway 28 right on the Pessit 2 Juliet departure. Dublin traffic. Let's get that engine back into continuous.
Dublin traffic, Blue Max 9 Tango Whiskey, 10 miles, ILS 28 left, Dublin traffic.
Okay, bit of forward yoke pressure.
Dublin traffic, Air 056 behind the departing Ryanair, lying up runway 28 left. Dublin.
Knots. E1. Rotate. Positive rate of climb.
A bit of a wind kick there. Alright, let's start that turn out to Delta Whiskey 128. Dublin traffic, Ryanair 232, airborne 3,000 feet.
Dublin traffic, Air 056 departing 28 right on a Pessit 2 Juliet departure.
Dublin traffic, Blue Max 9, Tango Whiskey, final 4 miles, ILS 28 left, Dublin traffic.
Yeah, I noticed that, Philip. I'm not sure what's going on there. Looks alright from up here, though, doesn't it? Oh, wait, I know what it is. I bet it's auto FPS. Okay, you've got a turn coming up now. Why do the flight directors think we shouldn't be turning?
Dublin traffic air, Nantes 56, airborne out of 28 right, passing 2000.
That's weird. So it thinks we're going to DW122. That's because we haven't armed LNAV. That's what it is. And it wouldn't auto-arm on takeoff because we were doing such a tight turn. I hear you. Jolly good. Just going to get upset about that little bit of descent we did there, isn't it? Now, where's the airport? It's going to be down
Dublin
there,
traffic,
isn't
Blue
it?
Max 9, Tango Whiskey, exited 28 left via Sierra 5, Dublin traffic.
Where's Wasp? Presumably airborne. Yeah, all the way back there. Behind us. Can't see him though. Is that Orbeck scenery? No, this is for Dublin. It is MK, is it? Here comes the Wicklow Mountains, I believe. And that is, I think, is that the main road to, that runs to Galway out of Dublin? Nice. British Airways pilot on VATSIM saying, cheers Enoch, currently on a long haul and tuned into the stream, just saying hi. Nice one.
Dublin traffic, Blue Max 9 Tango Whiskey, taxiing to holding short runway 16 via Sierra Whiskey 1, Blue Max 9 Tango Whiskey, Dublin traffic.
Right, so we should start to climb after this waypoint. Good. Do an altitude intervene. There we go. MSF 2020 or X-Plane 12? This is 2020. As for which I would choose, I don't really use X-Plane. No hate against X-Plane, just not my cup of tea, given that I'm so invested into 2020 at this point. Right, that's better. Okay, flaps are up, lights are off, 10,000 feet. Sync the heading bug. Right, what sort of time we're going to be getting into Nantes? 11:22, about an hour. Sweet. Do they do that for the UK? You mean the airport, or just like the general landscape? I'm confused, James. Quite what you're asking, sorry. Morning, Dan. Never did finish speccing that PC, did we? What mouse and keyboard do I use? I've got a Corsair Iron Claw, one of these ridiculous gamer mouse things. Only reason I bought it is because I've got pretty big hands and I struggle with small mice, and it was a big mouse, so that's why I bought it. And it's really nice. It's got loads of buttons. The keyboard is a K65 Mini, I think, Corsair. Basically, it doesn't have any extra keys. So the plan is that we basically hug the east coast of Ireland, cross the Irish Sea.
Southern traffic limit 9
Let me show you. So this is us, we're heading down to Nepod, then we cross the Irish Sea, get down to Pesset, which is where we technically leave our SID. Just kiss the coast of Wales. Where's that? Sort of Haverfordwest, is that? Pembroke? Yeah, there's Pembroke in there, I believe. So that's where you catch the ferry, I think, to Ireland. And then you've got Fishguard round the corner. Then we cross over Exmoor and Dartmoor, over the Channel, and then we're really nearly there at that point. Have I got live weather on? Flipping hope so. Yeah. Turn it off, turn it on again. That's weird. I had it the other day. I was in 24 and someone else was in 24, and they were like, how is it not raining for you? I'm next to you, at the gate next to you, and it's chucking it down. So I don't know. I really don't know. Now, are we likely to encounter any ATC along the way? No. The only thing on is London Control, South Central. We're not going to touch any of that. Nice one. Alright, let's go straight to 370. Nice one, Wasp. Yeah, that'll do. 15 miles is good. Sean, good morning. Uncle Coffee, how you doing? Hi from Ghana. Nice. Now, let's turn on the autofocus. Yeah, look at that. Looking good. Is this 2024? No, it's not. It's 2020, hence we're in a PMDG because they're not in 2024 yet. And we're on PC. Coffee not. We wouldn't be able to do this flight on Xbox with VATSIM and all that stuff. Sadly. Oh, I'm so tired. Let's go to bed earlier. Let's go to bed earlier. Do I have the map enhancement? As in the Bing stuff, or are you talking about something else? Route, we're going to Dublin to Nantes in France. No, Chepsy, 2020. Oh, yeah, no, I don't. Not for 2020. I sort of looked at it and I was like, wow. Yeah, I don't know. I was quite happy with what we had, really. Maybe I should have been more particular. I think you got to be careful because it's easy to get wrapped up into all these things, but it's like, is it progress or is it change? I wasn't entirely convinced it was progress. It's different. Different vibe. I don't know. Oh yeah, look at that. I've got my little button on my stream deck now. I can switch. Hell yeah. Right, let's climb up to 370 then, shall we? Just leaving the Irish coastline behind. Where we all streaming to? What do you mean? Oh, what platforms? Twitch, YouTube, YouTube Vertical, and TikTok. I sort of consider YouTube and Twitch to be like the main ones, if you know what I mean. TikTok and YouTube Vertical. I don't know. If people want to watch that, they're more than welcome. I sort of feel like I just need to be where the people are, rather than me putting a line in the sand being like, I shall be here. It's like, well, no, I need to be where my audience is if I want to take this seriously. Oh, we'll have the place to ourselves then, Wasp at Nantes. Love the thing around my side stick. Yeah, super cool. I love it too. My FS Project side stick. It's glorious. Wasn't cheap. But it is very nice. Default scenery at Nantes, it's not the greatest, Wasp, to be honest. I mean, it's a simple enough airport that we'll be okay. But yeah, it's default. If you know what I mean. Would I recommend the FMC from WinWing? Never used it. I've got the FMC from WingFlex, the FCU Cube, which is a slightly smaller than real life counterpart. I think it's about 80% scale, which I know some of you might not like, but for me, given that I'm running out of space here, I actually did quite like that. And the quality, the fit and finish is lovely on it. Like all the dials feel, and the buttons, like the AP1 button feels different than the approach button. Like they've got a very different sort of clicky feeling. So it's not like they've just used one button type throughout. They've really put in a lot of detail into it. It's very nice. It's a bit more expensive than the WinWing, but not by much. I think it'd be like 160 something when it's converted to pounds. So not a huge amount more than the WinWing. WinWing definitely seems like it's got the mind share though, doesn't it, at the moment? Like all anyone can talk about is WinWing in the chat. Don't often hear a lot about WingFlex, which I think is a shame given the quality of what they've sent over. Marketing, bruh. There is Wales. Looking right, isn't it? I've still got the Logitech Flight Rudder Pedals. Yeah, so slightly kicking myself. I was thinking about, I saw that Thrustmaster have got a refurbished page on their site, and they had some TPRs for like 240 quid, I think. I'm not sure the exact number, but it's around that number. And I was like, oh, do I, don't I, do I, don't I? And in the time I was dilly-and-dallying, they went out of stock. So they're unlikely to come back into stock because they're refurb units, so it's like obviously they need to wait for ones to come back to refurb new ones, which is a bit annoying. It is a bit annoying. Is that Haverfordwest? I don't know what that airport is. Two airports down there. One of them is... It doesn't say. And one of them is Haverfordwest, which I think will be... that one. And this one military, perhaps? I don't know. Yeah, I guess the thing with those TPRs is that they are, in their nature, incredibly sturdy, aren't they? So you might stand to get something fairly decent second-hand that could stand the test of time, whereas if you got a pair of second-hand Logitechs, it'd be like, oof. You know? Could be a different story. Could be a very different story indeed. We haven't done Wordle yet. You would not know they're second hand. Yeah, I can believe it. I can well believe it. Old Git, good morning. Wordle. You done it today yet, Philip? Oh, that's a good start. The Y's in the wrong place. Seriously? Years? No, can't be years. Oh no, that Y being somewhere else other than the end, that's going to cause me a problem. Rumio Kilo says you won't give it an early copy of the A350 then. No. No, I'm in the same boat as all as you, which is fine. I'm not entitled to a thing, really. Like, it's all good. Oxy, thanks for the follow. No, it can't be Yearn, can it? I was going to say like years or... God. Get lost, Lemon. Moron. Right. That's Lemon gone. I'm climbing at the minute, Wasp. Oh, Fryer. That's a good one. Or Flyer. No, it can't be because of the L. Fryer could be the one. I think that's it. Oh, no. Dryer? Can it be anything else? Crier? Could be Crier. Can you spell dryer that way or not? Yeah, of course you can. That was a good shout, though, with Fryer. You're 350. I'm going to go 37, so if you want to shoot under me, you're more than welcome. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you say dryer. Soz. The plan is for me to go 0.79 Wasp. I really wish that like Vatsim would have a bigger range of vision. Because I can't see Wasp at all. That's a view, isn't it? See you later, mate. Not entirely sure how I should be pronouncing your name. Right, there's cruise. It might do, mightn't it? It might do. Right, now I'm at cruise. I'm going to go make a quick coffee. Half an hour ahead of schedule of my normal 11 a.m, which means we get to have 2 coffees. Back in a mo. Right. Jolly good. Cheers, everyone. Unfortunately, the official Air Not Coffee mug is in the dishwasher. No unmonitored connection, shame on me. It's alright, I had my stream on in the kitchen. So if I were to hear a VATSIM beep, I could get back out here. It's all good. On the right of your screen, is that the WinWing panel? No, it's not. It's the Wing Flex FCU cube. I was lucky this time. Well, that's the advantage of streaming, is that you can watch your own stream. And I'm about 10 feet away in the other room. Avgeek, hello. Oh, it's cold today, isn't it? Is there some sort of ATC online I don't know about? I don't know what it is. Like, VATSIM radar seems to be like the only place that will actually shape the controls properly. Because if I go onto SimToolkit Pro, apparently I'm in a controlled airspace, but I'm not. Will I be streaming the A350? Is it actually out tomorrow? Like, honestly, I haven't got a clue when it's coming out. I haven't actually heard the date. I mean, if yes, then I suppose yes. I think so. They tweeted a couple days ago. Book Wednesday off sick from work. Okay. Happy birthday, Heathrow. General word going around is streamers get it today, public get it tomorrow. Great. That'll be my stream numbers in the toilet then today, won't it? Everyone will be watching the A350 streams. That's right, it's only a day different. Well, as luck would have it, I do have tomorrow off work, so I can fly. I can fly. What do we think? Dubai to Eddie? Saw your video on how to get started on VATSIM. Love the video. Look forward to watching more of your content. Nice one, thanks man. How much was the setup? I don't know, AV Geek. A lot of people ask that, and I'd never know how to answer, because it's like... Yeah, I build it all in bits and pieces, really, and it's just sort of grown. So I've never really kept a total. Plus, like, brands have sent some stuff as well, so do I count that? I don't know. It's weird. Hey, Paul. Streamers... So, Gabriel on Twitch says... Streamers NDAs lift tomorrow. Edward the pilot is going to fly the A350 tomorrow. There you go. So it might be Thursday we get it then. To be honest, Kieran, I'm not really in the mood for long haul. Which begs the question, why bother getting the A350? But I feel like I've got to buy it. And I really want to fly it. But I'll be definitely looking for shorter routes in it. Or time acceleration. Because there ain't no way I'm sitting here for 8 hours being like, yep. This is cool. Melbourne to Adelaide or Sydney. Yeah, we could actually, because we did a tour of Australia ages ago. Where do we start? I don't know if Bevy's still in the chat. Bevy will remember. Where did we go? Did we start at Sydney? As long as it's not Friday, because I'm back at work on Friday, and that would just be bloody typical if they release it on Friday. But then if they're a software development firm, there's a general rule that you never release on Friday. So, I don't know, hopefully they won't. Do I think an RTX 4080 Super would be a good GPU for flight sim? Ben, at the moment, I'm running a 4080 Super, and for 2020 it's fine, but for 2024 I'm routinely running out of VRAM. Now, I don't know whether it's a... if it's a bug in 24, I suspect it probably is. So, if it gets fixed, and I can comfortably live within 16 gigs of VRAM, then yes, I would recommend it, but right now... Yeah, they're fixing in sim update 2, so they say. But then in the last developer stream, they said, oh, we've looked at the VRAM and it wasn't systemic. It was actually asset optimization. So we've been optimizing the assets a bit. And it's like, well, I'm not sure that's going to solve it for me because I've landed in third-party airports, I've landed in first-party airports. It's always a problem. Well, it is most of the time, Paul. That's the trouble. Like, 16 gig is enough most of the time. It's just when it isn't, your sim goes to about 7 FPS, and I've had that on more than one occasion at multiple airports. I mean, like, Wasp in chat there has just side-graded from a 4080 Super to a 79 XTX. Because that's basically the only affordable way to get 24 gigs of VRAM. I emailed AMD at the weekend, actually, being like, hey, we should do something together, because you've got a hell of an opportunity here, because... the only way to get above 16 gigs of VRAM on NVIDIA is to go 4090, 5090. Whereas with you guys, we can get it for about 850. I'm sure they're rushing to write back to me. So yeah, it's an interesting question. When it's fine, it's fine. When it's fine, it's fine. Turn off frame gen can help if you're running out of VRAM, I found. Is this my job yet, says Ewan. No, not yet, mate. Someday. We'll keep working at it. That's all we can do, really. That's all we can do. Have I gone past top of descent? No, I haven't, thank God. I just suddenly thought, I was like, oh no. There's top of descent. Just to make sure we don't, let's just whack 3,000 up here. Then the plane will do it automatically. Bet your Airbus can't do that, Wasp. What shaders do I recommend? Sort of don't, really. I just run default. Fixed my sim not loading. The old Windows needed. Good old Windows. Don't you love Windows? Will I fly the A350 on the old sim first? I'll probably fly at 24. Probably. So yeah. Am I in VRYR? No. No, I'm not. Jump to Twitch and said, what side stick do I use? Like your setup. I've got a Thrustmaster overbase that you currently can't see because it's hidden under the desk. And I've got a FS Project side stick on top of it. Jay's about 75 miles to the east. Happy landings. Looks like you've updated Heathrow to 3.1.4. I mean, the Ava base you can tune, so you can put different springs in it. There's a review of it on the channel, on the YouTube channel, if you want to check it out. So, full disclosure, Thrustmaster Center, I didn't pay for it. They told me I could keep it. But you can change the cams inside of it, you can change the springs inside of it, and you can then also fine-tune whichever spring you put in. So, I wouldn't say it's like a real one, but then I wouldn't know what a real one is because I've never flown one. So it's much more like compared to the Airbus TCA side stick. I mean, that's a fine stick if you're just getting stuck into the, if you're just getting started and you just want to, you know, fly. But the Ava base takes it up a notch, put it that way. But is it real? Is it like the real one? I don't know. I couldn't tell you that. Feels good to me. If you want it, you know, more resistance, you can put tougher springs in. You can then change, there's a little Allen key you can put in and you can adjust the resistance. So there's a ton of configuration you can do. Just got great news, going to do my intern at the SAS hangar at Stockholm. Amazing, well done, mate. The real one is quite heavy. Yeah, I mean, I made mine quite heavy, and then I thought, should I make it lighter? I wasn't sure what to do, so I don't know. I could really do with getting into a real sim and taking my Ava base with me and trying to configure it. Is that Jersey, Guernsey down there? Do I have the iFlight? No, I don't. Gnome, good morning. Got a calendar full of meetings today. Welcome to our sim. It's located in Sweden. Oh, okay. Few, but done most of them. 2 more left. It's got to be good. That's pretty good going by 10, 11 a.m. PMDG 737 or Phoenix. It depends. I don't think it's fair to compare the two really. Like, they're both good aircraft. Yeah, they are both very, very good. Any which way you slice it, they're both very, very good. Is one better than the other? Don't know. Really depends whether you want to fly Airbus or Boeing. That's the thing, really. Yeah, Paul, I'm in the same boat. I'm wondering whether I should side grade, but then I just hate the fact that it just feels ridiculous. It feels ridiculous that I'm entertaining selling a really flipping good graphics card because it's not good enough in one game. And I know it's my main game. So I don't know. Got me to delete it, you can. I don't seem to be able to. I think you might be able to. What's the 7900 XCX got? 24 gig of memory. Yeah. Can I show my graphics settings? The text in the MCP panel. Yeah, so I'm not using DLSS. Yeah, I'm on a 4K screen, and if I run anything other than 4K, it looks rubbish because it's not native res. DLSS I refuse to use because that looks rubbish. Oh, there's top of drop. Oh, we got tower on, I think. I don't know, Paul, whether it overclocks well because it's got that funny architecture, hasn't it? They went for the MCM stuff. Yeah, if DLSS didn't make my displays all fuzzy, I'd use it in a heartbeat. That'd be like the ultimate play. Yes, Flair, that's right. Oh, we won't be going to Australia today in any case. At the moment, you can. Hey, Malcolm. Welcome in. So, what is going on here? So, according to Sim Toolkit Pro, Nantes ground and tower is online. But then, according to that Sim Radar, nothing's online. Oh, we just missed out on a load of control as well over Devon and Jersey and all that. How bizarre. Drag required? Don't think so. I feel like we're on profile to me. In we go. Easy. Limbs, cheers for the follow, mate. No, I have refreshed the page. It's not... Look, refresh the page. But it does it now. Nothing. Wasp, are you seeing any? Yeah, you got nothing on at Nantes as well. So what's Sim Toolkit Pro going on about then? What are they going on about? Unless it's like got IVAO or something. Super weird. Recent test in the 5090 was showing 64 frames at 4K in Flight Sim 24, admittedly everything ultra. No idea what the rest of the system was. Yeah, I mean, most likely the CPU limitations. Most likely CPU. No more, thanks for cheering. Oh, it's IVAO. Okay, so Sim Toolkit Pro must be pulling in VATSIM and IVAO, which is causing me confusion. How do I get rid of that? I'll probably fly the SID Wasp. I don't know, should I fly the SID? Cheers, mate. We'll see you later, mate. Have a good one. Oh, why do I keep saying SID? Yeah, I'll fly the Star. Oh, I don't know. I guess we could take a bit of a shortcut, couldn't we? After Cora, we could go direct. D2110. Well, that might be a good plan, actually, Wasp. If I stick to the star, you vector, then that'll give us a bit of separation. That could be a plan, actually. I'll stay put. So otherwise it might get a bit messy. Tomjet 49 uniform is me, oh, that's him. Nice. Yeah, I didn't think of that. That's a good plan. Oh yeah, there you are. Tomjet 49 uniform. Hi, cockpit. Yeah, if only DLSS wouldn't mess up our glass displays. There is a way, I'm sure there's a way that Asobo could mask them. And it was promised. I'm sure they promised it a while ago and it just never happened. And I did ask in the latest developer live stream, and they sort of acknowledged the question, but then answered it in a different way. In that they just said, "Oh, DLSS 4 is coming in Sim Update 2," and it's like, no, that's not what I asked. Like, have I tried PMDG up aircraft in Sim Update 1? No, not yet, Limbs. No, I will wait for PMDG to sort it all out. I know there's always a way you can fiddle it and do this and do that, but ultimately I'm here for stability. At the end of the day, I'm really not interested in pushing the sim to its limits just to do something, you know. Hey, Draken. How close am I to the destination? Very close. This close. So we are inbound Cora. There's me and there's Wasp right behind. I'm going to fly this star. And then Wasp, I believe, is going to just self-vector straight in. So that will give us a bit of separation. I imagine Wasp will get there first. Insane how unstable 24 is for you. So 24 is okay in terms of stability for me. I rarely get a crash these days. It's just the VRAM issue that's the biggest one for me. If they could fix that and get PMDGs working, I'd be like, cool, we're good to go. 24 is good to go. We've got New Sky. We've got GSX. Quite a lot of our sceneries work. Not all, but quite a lot. So, don't know. I feel like we're so close to it being right, but in terms of like a to-do list, I feel like we're actually not too far away. But in actual kind of getting it done terms, it could be a bit of a wait. Can't hit 30 FPS. Yeah, that's not surprising. Wish the VRAM bug was fixed. That message just disappeared then. Yeah, if the VRAM bug was fixed, I would feel so much better about A, keeping my 4080 Super. Alright, 1099 for Nantes. Fix the sim update 1. Yeah. Yeah, me too. What software am I using for the overlay? It's Sim Toolkit Pro. But the overlay is custom. It's like, I coded it myself. Using their data. So the layout is mine, the data is theirs. What's my CPU? I've got 5800X3D. Again, it's like, is a 9800X3D worth it? Probably, maybe, but it's a lot of money. It's not just the CPU, it's a motherboard and it's 64 gigs of DDR5. Throw that on top of the CPU, throw that on top of the motherboard. All of a sudden, we've got a fair old chunk of change leaving the bank account for an FPS boost I'm unsure about. If the VRAM thing could be fixed, I think I'd be alright keeping what I've got, to be honest with you. I guess it all comes down to, is it actually a system? Will they find a leak? Will they find a VRAM leak? If they do, and they can plug the leak, I'd say we're good. If the answer is, oh, it's just we need to optimize the assets, it's like, well, what about all the third-party devs? Do they need to do that as well then? I've not been to Jersey. No, not properly on VATSIM. Cheers, UK. But just look at the VRAM usage in 2020. 5.8 gigs. 45 FPS. Right, we're fine. Feels smooth enough. If that was saying 25 FPS, it'd be very, very different. Okay, let's get the course tune 028 for our runway. And that's without frame gen, I think. Yeah, because we're on DX11. Under 16 gig of memory, just. So again, that makes the argument, is 32 worth it? Probably the answer is yes in 2020. Not that it's going to increase your frames massively, but it might stop some stutterings and things like that. But is a 16 gig 4080 enough? Of course it is. Hopefully, like maybe April time, it'll all start to work out. Maybe we'll start to get some PMDGs into 24. Maybe 24 will start to not gobble as much VRAM as it once did. Who knows? Right, where's Wasp disappeared to? So Wasp is vectored out, and he should be over there somewhere. But lo and behold, we can't see each other. Let's have a look at the wind. We'll do our en route landing calculations. 260... Sorry, 290, 15 knots. 260 variable to 320. Oh no, I'm going to sneeze. that sneeze sounded weird, that was NVIDIA Broadcast doing that. I was playing COD with a friend and he sneezed and he was using NVIDIA Broadcast and it just sounded like this really strange noise came through the mic. 1017. I get 60 with 2024 frame gen on. Nice. Cheers, Flair. Yeah, I can most of the time with frame gen on until I burst my 16 gig VRAM buffer. Water brakes 3 it shall be. 1. Okay, that's a problem. My throttles have stopped working. Completely. Good job we discovered this now and not on final. Bloody hell. Right, okay. Let's relaunch SPAD. Maybe that'll do the trick. Seems like a last minute bit of debugging, is there? Oh, here we go. Look, Wasp. Yes, Tampman, I do. Only because I've got a lot of fans on in here, so you can't see them, but I've got one fan up there that's sort of bringing in fresh air from the outside of the shed. I've got another one out there, over that side near the PC. It's kind of sucking out all the warm air from the PC and also just warm ambient air from the shed because I've got no windows in here. And I keep the door shut because of spiders. Oh man, this is going to suck. Right. Still nothing. I think SPAD is completely... Right, we're going to have to go in and go back to my old school Boeing profile and not SPAD. Which will mean it won't be as nice for us. And this is a really bad time to be doing this. Boeing. Apply and save. It's done this once before and I'd love to know why. There we go, I can tell it's working. Okay, gear's working. Hopefully that'll be alright. Oh, this is good fun, isn't it? Right. Auto brakes. 3. Lights on. Engines in continuous. Good 27700. Yeah, FrameGen will gobble up your RAM, and I'm also the latest version of Frame Generation using the new Transformer model with DLSS 4. Now I know that I don't particularly like DLSS, but in terms of Frame Generation only, not the upscaling, apparently it uses less VRAM, but it still manages to burst over the 16 gig limit. Mini Pilot, how you doing, mate? We just fixing our throttles mid-flight. So that's always fun. Hasn't like put my parking brakes on or anything stupid, is it? There we go. See, that's got my throttles now. That's good. Do I have a setup tool? I've got an old one. I've got an old one, Draken, and I'm considering doing a new one. But there's a couple more bits of gear I'd like to get before I sort of consider my setup complete. So when that becomes the case, I'll probably do a 2025 setup tour video because it has changed a lot since the old one. But the old one's quite handy for showing you how I converted the shed from a rubbish old shed into this. Spoke, how you doing? Tapman, but yes, going back to your question, I do use NVIDIA Broadcast. It's very, 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 very good. Like, I could be talking now and I could have a crisp packet and I could be crunching it here and you would not be able to hear. And they do have a new mode where they call it like studio mode. So if you're not gaming with your GPU, which I'm currently not, I'm just streaming with it, it will basically do it at a way, way, way higher quality. So maybe if you're like a podcaster, it would be potentially an option for you there. Nantes traffic Ryanair 232 inbound November Tango Sierra on the RNAV 03 Zulu. Correction ILS Zulu. Ryanair 232 Nantes traffic. Oh, I butchered that, didn't I? Okay, Wasp is already in, I think.
Traffic going on 56 on base leg for runway 03, 15 miles to run, will fall when established island.
It's been quite a straight flight, this, isn't it? Because I really haven't had to adjust my heading bug all that much at all. Yeah, Sham, try it without frame gen. You might find you get, but frame gen is really nice, isn't it? So I don't know, and I feel like NVIDIA is the best iteration of or implementation of frame gen. Like lossless is good if you don't have a 40 series, but if you've got a 40 or a 50 series, why would you? Is it an actual shed or is it brick and mortar outhouse? If it's wooden, are you not scared of your PC due to damp? No, I've got an air conditioner in here that also doubles as a dehumidifier, and I've got a humidity temperature thing, so it can be kept under control. It's not been an issue. Like the shed's got like a damp course in it, so it's sort of brick up to a certain point. Then you've got a damp course, and then we've got wood on top of that, and it sort of backs onto sort of attaches to the house in a weird way as well. So it's kind of like, it's not a shed in, you know, if you imagine like a garden shed out in the middle of the grass, it's not like that. Could I send out my calibration for the Airbus throttle quadrant? I've got lots of issues with it. Yeah, I've got videos on it. For the 737 in particular. It feels like we're just floating with these clouds sort of going left to right, doesn't it? Wait a minute. We are actually moving, aren't we? Yeah, why have all my screens frozen? My ND's frozen. Oh, you've got to be... Okay, ND's just caught up. What's going on with my ND? Guys. Have I just... Oh, I know what I've done. I know what I've done. I've adjusted the sim rate. Oh no. Right, how do you tell what sim rate you're in? Oh God. Right, back into it. Here we go. I thought everything was going really slow then for a minute. Sim rate, yeah, there it is.
Nantes traffic air not 56, established ILS, runway 03, 9 miles. Nantes traffic.
Right, I think we're good. Sim rate 0.25x. Oh my lord. How have I done that? Alright, I better put the sim rate thing back in then, hadn't I? This is like the perfect time to be doing this as well, isn't it? Sim rate 1x. Good. That feels like we're going a bit quick now, doesn't it? I don't know. I'll have to trust it. This is so annoying. All because my stupid thing. Basically, Spad.next failed on me, didn't it? Whew. Right. I'm feeling better already. A350 most likely drop sometime this week.
Short final 5 miles, runway 03.
Does this feel like 1x? I'm doubting now whether we're actually at 1x. I think we probably are. I mean, the tablet says we are. Sim rate 1x. Am I flying on VATSIM? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. No, are we going? Can we see the airport? There's the lake. There's the airport. So I stayed at a place that was just there, I think. That's where I went on holiday, like a little place we rented. It was incredible. We were right on the ILS, basically. Not sure what my wife thought about it, but I had a great time. We wandered down this little road up to that roundabout, and there's a little supermarket there, I think. Good times.
Ryanair 232, Air 056. Watch out for the strong crosswind approaching 03.
Roger, Wilco, we're in a Boeing, so we'll be fine.
That's why I told you, because you're in a Boeing.
This could get childish quite quickly, couldn't it? I know you are, but what am I? I gave VATSIM a go for the first time on Sunday. Nice one, man. I got shouted at for connecting to Unicom incorrectly and got buzz out of connecting for the first time. Yeah, do it. Keep going. Keep going. What mouse am I using? It's a Corsair Iron Claw RGB something something. Are we descending? Yes, we are. Just about to turn on final. See, the thing is now Wasp can actually just watch our landing, so if we do mess it up. Now he's landed first, he's got the advantage of being able to smugly watch me mess it up. Live on Twitch as well. Yes, we are. Twitch and YouTube and TikTok. Anywhere you want to be. Well, within reason. It's not like we're live on Kick or Rumble or any of that sort of stuff, but... Oh, 1018. It's changed. Yeah, we're trying to give Twitch a bit of a growth phase at the minute. I feel like it needs it. We've long neglected Twitch for reasons that aren't good enough.
Nantes traffic Air North 56, runway 03 by JG, taxi to stand 02.
Do I recommend the Boeing throttle quadrant for flight sim? Tried to use my Airbus throttle quadrant but didn't feel right. Oh. I mean, I love using mine with Boeing. Mostly because when you're doing manual throttle landings anyway, you're beneath the climb gate. So it's kind of, the gates are kind of irrelevant. Check out my video. I've got a video on YouTube where I walk you through the settings for how I've got it set up. Maybe that'll help you. Nantes traffic, Ryanair 232, flying base runway 03 for the ILS Zulu. Nantes traffic. Okay, my sim rate has not fallen through the floor, that's always good. Ugh. How do I switch a view so fast? I've got a little stream deck with shortcuts. So I've got little buttons here, so I can press like left wing, left engine, left out, or right outer. That's wrong. I've got that as left outer engine and it's not. But yeah, that's how I do it. How to get your throttles, PMDG. Check out, Dave, check out the video. I've got a video on the channel where I show you exactly how to configure it, all like the settings and the sensitivities and all that stuff. You should be fine. Customers, Philip. God. Customers. Remember at my old job, me and an old colleague, we really sat down and we really heavily brainstormed how we could potentially start a business that didn't need any customers. Because we were so bloody sick of customers. Working at a marketing agency doing web development, it's like, man, this would be a great job if it weren't for the customers. Watching for the 10 out of 7. Oh, blimey. Wasp, don't. You'll jinx it. And really, I think this is probably as close as I can get to that dream of a job with no customers. I know you guys kind of are the customers in a weird way, but like, you're not really customers, are you? No offence, if you thought you were. Customers, eh? I mean, they were funny. Like the stories that you're just like the way they would react in situations. It's like, what? Why did you do that? Like, why would you do that? These are people that are like running their own businesses. You think, wow, you've done really well in life. Yet the way you just reacted to that situation was insane. Deary me, this wind is chucking us around a bit. You weren't wrong, Wasp.
2500.
Okay, 155 final approach speed. Go around altitude 4,000. Decam's back just in time for the landing. This is a borderline tailwind. Should we have gone the other way? Right then. Gear down. Lights are on, engines in continuous. Flaps 30, 3 greens, boilers armed. Nantes traffic, Ryanair 232, short final, runway 03. That wind's blown us to the right. Continue. Frames aren't liking it here, are they? Yikes.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Come on. Down you go. That's better. Flippin' heck. Tippy toe in there. Woohoo! Bumpy, eh? We definitely tippy-toed that one. Flippin' heck. Nantes traffic, Ryanair 232 vacating, runway 03, taxiing 2 stands. Yikes. Yeah, we were definitely rolling on the right wheel there, weren't we? Probably should have given it a little bit more left aileron. Oh, there's Wasp with his wheels up. Yikes. Yeah, I think. Well, we'll see what New Sky says in a minute, shall we? Flip it heck. It's alright, we're flying Ryanair today. Oh, that's funny. Will I fly the A350 often? Where will my first flight be? Don't know. It's pouring down in 24, really. Let's go stand 3. This is Beluga country, this is. Are you going to have enough room here, Wasp? It was awful close. Yeah, easy. That's pretty good, I'll take that. Right, APU's fired. Let's get the engines off. Oh, of course they're not going to work, are they? Because I haven't got the SPAD profile. I vote we go to Alicante next. Let's let the N2 spool down. Okay, anti-collision off. Seatbelts off. Let's close the flight. Let's see what news guy said. Dare we look? Dare we look? Hey, 10 out of 10. Great touchdown. Yeah, of course it was. 260 feet. Never mind the little wobble we had on the left wheel. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. That'll do. Is it possible to use New Sky in 24? It is, if you use the beta. So you got to go to beta.newsky.app and then you'll find it in there. Ground up, set chocks. Let's request. Let me get a ground power on. And we can turn off the APU for a bit. Give that a rest. Sweet. Lovely job. Right, where are we going to go? Title says PMGD. Oh no. Hang on, I'll change it. There we go, lovely. Right, let's go Ibiza for the scenery. Could do Ibiza, couldn't we? We could do Ibiza. I haven't had a lot of luck at Ibiza lately. Maybe that changes today. Should we try it? Come on, let's do it. Let's go to Ibiza then. Then maybe if there's time we could do a short hop back to Alicante, but I don't know if there will be because I've got to get the kids at like 3. Right, what time is it now? 11:30. We'll be gone by 12. That'd be alright. Yeah, departure runway's changed. 2-1 now. Airport scenery. Yeah, I've got... No, I don't mean I haven't had a lot of luck with airport scenery. I just haven't had a lot of luck landing into Ibiza, is what I meant. Right, let's pre-file that on VATSIM. Departure time is 12 o'clock, and I'll be flying Ryanair 232 again, because I'm lazy and that's what I like. I like using 232, that's like my number. I don't know why. It's just become my number. Good. So now we can go back into here, request our data from Simbrief. And make a start over here, all this good stuff. Let's do perfinite request. Looks like runway 24 into Ibiza Wasp. Cool, so we're going to depart runway 21. Oh wait, can't do that yet. Let's go to the route page. Set payload, set fuel, select route. Load that. Now, I need a volunteer in chat to remind me to start New Sky again. My flights, free flight. LFRS to Lieb. At least I'm making some coin for the VA, all this streaming. Book the flight. Thank you, Philip. Can always rely on you, Philip. Cool. Now we can do perf init request. Okay, we're going to use the Lugan for Sierra departure. Two, 1, Lugan for Sierra. Preliminarily, if that's even the right word to say, ILS Zulu 24 on the Gizlu. Oh no, quarter for November, transition at Gizlu. And N1 limit. Takeoff. Runway 21. Flaps 5. TO1. So change that. Select temp of 42. Which should give us 139, 140, 146. Almost does. V1's 1 knot off, but that's okay. 557 for the trim. Do. That'll do. 028 out of Nantes. Or 208 in our case now. No altitude restrictions. What's our cruise? 390? Are you serious? I think we're going to get to 390. 390 up top into Ibiza. How do you set the reverse thrust with the Airbus throttle on the Boeing? Check out my YouTube channel. I've got a video that shows you how to do it. I can't remember off the top of my head because it's a pain, but it's possible. Runway elevation 50 feet. There's two ways. You can either follow my first video I made, which is probably a year or a bit old now. Also works with the 777, or you can use spad.next, hand it all over to spad.next, which is a third-party payware app that will do it for you if you download a profile. Although, ironically, on the way over here, it actually crashed on me and I had to disable it and it caused no end of trouble. So, yeah. Make of that what you will. Good. We're actually a little bit ahead of schedule, I would say. Let's just step through the route real quick. So, out of Nantes. Just looking for any discontinuities, anything like that. And there's our missed approach. Cool. That's looking alright, that. What is the transition altitude? 5,000. That's right. Well, that being the case, I say we get gone. Let's get that APU fired again. Seatbelts on. What's the air time for today's flight? What's the air time? 1:42. It's longer than you'd think, that, isn't it? That is longer than you'd think. I might give myself a shortcut, to be honest with you, because there's a fairly large bit that we have to go around there. I might take a shortcut down to LMG, providing traffic looks alright and we're in the clear. Here we go then. So take power from the APU. We'll parking brakes are set. We release the chocks. That'll get rid of our GPU as well. Get ready for a push. Where in the route do you see the transition altitudes? I use charts. So if we look here, we open this chart. Transition alt 5,000. How was the landing? Mixed. It was a bit choppy. We probably should have gone runway 21, truth be told, but it was a bit too late by the time we arrived.
Departure checks completed. Bypass inserted.
Alright, anti-collision's on. Get the logo on. Why not? Hey, Wives is back. Hope I'm pronouncing that right, Wives. Tell me if I'm not. How should I pronounce your screen name? I'm never sure. Eve. Okay. It's a French male name. Oh, there you go. I didn't know that. Yeah, spoiler alert, I suck at pronouncing names. So I apologise in advance profusely. Okay, nose left, tail right. Nantes traffic, Ryanair 232, stand 3, pushing back, facing northwest onto Romeo Delta. Nantes traffic. Football fan. Nah, I don't know the first thing about football, unfortunately. I'll watch a World Cup, like if that's on. Yeah, I'll cheer for England. I'll get into it, and then inevitably, yeah.
Release parking brakes.
Be upset when we lose.
Release parking brakes.
I'm doing it.
Starting push. All engines clear. Start at wheel.
No worries, Wasp. Oh, brilliant. Thought New Sky might, not New Sky, GSX, thought they might have got rid of the thing, but obviously not. Okay, packs off, AP bleed on, engine 2 into ground.
Set parking brakes. Waiting you, confirmation fort à good engine start.
Frame's a bit choppy. Okay here. Set flaps to 5. What a nice stick. Yeah, love it. Love it, love it, love it. Can't wait to fly the 350 with it. That's going to be something, I can tell you. There's a setting in GSX to do away with the good engine start. Is there really?
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
Should we have a look for that now, while we're waiting? Automate staircase, automate. Good engine start confirmation. Sweet. Cheers, Wasp.
Tow disconnected. Bypass power off. Left is clear, right is clear.
Started the stream again. No, we landed and we're going somewhere else. The stream has been going all the time. Good. Engines in continuous. Anti-collision light on. Strobe and steady is on steady. Taxi light is on. Let's take power from the engines. In fact, let's go up here. Auto, APU lead off, APU off, hydraulics. I think we're good. My knee, how? Nantes traffic, Ryanair 232, taxiing to holding point Foxtrot for runway 21 via Romeo Delta, Romeo 4 and Romeo 5. Nantes traffic. Right, let's rock and roll, shall we? Yeah, we've not been pushed back in the right place, have we? Oh wait, hang on. Because of my SPAD profile. There we go. It's better. Do I use checklists or memory? Mostly memory, but I'm fairly certain I get most of it wrong, to be honest. Yeah, I'm going to get some checklists printed out for out here, I think. Plenty of room, Wasp, don't worry. Off back to our lander. Nice. Yeah, we should go north a bit more. How you getting on loading, Wasp? Are you getting there? What the hell? Why did that just happen? Oh, I know why. I accidentally clicked the little screw shortcut thing.
Traffic not 56 pushing to start.
Why is the numbers always 232? I don't really know why, to be honest, but I kind of started that way. And it helps people recognise me. Not that I lay any claim to it, it's just the way I've chosen to do it. Okay, nothing is inbound, that's good. Nantes traffic, Ryanair 232 lining up runway 21 by Foxtrot. It is, Paul, yeah. Yeah, we're in 2020. Oh. Do I have any idea how to lower your VRAM use? Your RAM usage or VRAM usage? Nantes traffic, Ryanair 232 taking off runway 21 on the Lugan 4 Sierra departure. Nantes traffic. RAM. I will answer that once we get up in the air. I've just got to take off. Got to actually do some piloting. Who knew? No. Holding it steady.
Launch traffic again on flight 619 to runway 21, correction, welcome.
Thrust set. There we go. Forgot I had to do that without SPAD.
V1. Rotate.
That was a gust there that took us off the centre line. Flippin' heck.
Positive rate of climb.
That is windy. That is windy. Flip. Nantes traffic, Ryanair 232, airborne 700 feet, caution, strong winds on takeoff. Fairly certain you can see the house I stayed in from here. That's so cool. Boss Monkey, cheers to follow. Lots of traffic, Ryanair 232, airborne 4,000 feet, inbound Subic.
Takeoff, runway 21.
Right, standard pressure. Now, after Lugan, do we just go direct to, like, Reboot? I don't know. Feels like we've got a hell of a corner that we could cut. There's not a ton of traffic around either. What do we think? Should we do it? Do you use the axis on your yoke? I'm not sure what you mean, Eve. Say the axis. What do you mean by the axis? You mean the little throttles at the bottom? Okay, 10,000. Oh shoot, I didn't start New Sky. Did I? Oh yes I did. No, I don't use them at all. No need really, from what I can tell. Not really a lot of point. Alright, I'm going to go direct. Whoops. I reckon direct Lavra. Thoughts on going direct Lavra? Lima Mike Romeo. That Lima Mike Golf.
Correction, that's Mike, directed to Lima Mike Golf. Correction, Lima Mike Golf.
Thought so, Ryanair 232 also going direct Lima Mike Golf. I mean, really, Lavra would be more of a shortcut again, I suppose, but it'd be nice to get back on our actual track soonish. Superb. $2020 still got it. I don't care what anyone says, this is still a mighty fine looking sim. Mighty fine looking sim. Cheers, Adam. Should we sync the Headingberg 121? What software websites do I actively use for flying, not streaming on VATSIM? Map.vatsim.net, which goes to VAT glasses, SimBrief, Flight Radar 24, just to see if you're on Unicom and you're trying to land somewhere and you're not entirely sure what runway you should use. It's always a good idea to look at Flight Radar 24 and take guidance from what people in the real world are actually doing. Any idea on how to lower your RAM usage? You could try lowering your object level of detail. That might help. How much RAM have you got? I mean, I'm at 4K Ultra-ish settings and we're at 15.6. 32? You should be fine then. Are you on 24 or 2020? Because I struggled very much with Ultra in 4K on 32. £12 GB RAM isn't enough for 1440p. Yeah, I wonder whether at 16 would be enough for 1440 as well, to be quite honest with you. That could be a thing for the next stream. Do the next stream in 1440p. I wouldn't be averse to getting like a 32-inch 1440p monitor and running that. I have not tried the Boris sound pack yet, Paul. No, would be nice though. I'd like to do it. Can't get anything like this on my 2024. Yeah, 2024's... It's going to get there. I'm convinced it's going to get there. It's just right now it's going to be a bit painful for a little while. Maybe next stream we'll try 1440p. Upgraded my RAM to 64, is usually at 30 or 32. Yeah, I mean, like, I was at Edinburgh the other day in the Phoenix, and I think I was at like 38, 39 gig used. Now, thankfully, Philip, I don't know if Philip's still in the chat, subscriber Philip over on YouTube sent me an old kit of 64 gig he had lying around, which helped me out massively. So I really do appreciate Philip for that. What do I use to link Navigraph to MSFS? Oh, what's it called? Hang on, I'll find it. It's all part... When you buy Navigraph or subscribe to Navigraph, there's like a software downloads page, and it's all part of that. Navigraph Symlink. That's what it is. So you've got Navigraph Charts, which is the app, i.e. this. You've got Navigraph Hub, which is how you update all the stuff and upgrade to different AirAC cycles and all that kind of stuff. And then there's Symlink, which is why... So these charts that show my position, that link into the sim, these charts are actually coming from my streaming PC. I'm not running these on my gaming PC, so I'm also signed into Navigraph on here, and through Symlink it can get back to my sim and see what's going on. Debrief. I wish someone gave Navigraph some competition. Well, you can use the Lido charts in 24. You could argue there's free competition out there now. What charts would I suggest for taxiing? Well, you can look at the actual charts, like if we go to the airport, taxi. What have we got? Come on. Obviously you can look at this stuff, but I find these quite difficult to read and interpret. So what you can do is just zoom in on, if we go back to Nantes, you can just zoom in and it draws a more readable map. Now these aren't always perfect, like at Dublin. There was a bug, I think, for link 4, which is what caused me all that trouble. Where is it? Link 4. So I came Whiskey 1, Hotel 1. I was told to cross link 4, which is... You can see where link 4 is. all the way up here. So I thought, oh, I'll turn left and head to link 4. But link 4 is actually all of this. So it's not perfect. You can't find the bottleneck. I mean, load up developer mode and then display your FPS and it will tell you what the bottleneck is. For me, it's my main thread. Main thread is CPU, yeah. So on 2020, everything pretty much runs on a single thread of your CPU. So even if you put in a 16-core CPU, it's unlikely to help you because it's only going to run as fast as one of your cores can run. So I know when the sim first came out, there were people trying to run like Ryzen 9 3950Xs or whatever on the sim, and they're like, oh, it's not making a lot of difference. And it's like, yes, because you're better off with fewer, faster cores than you are lots and lots of cores. Whereas 2024 changes that to some degree. It is more multi-threaded to a point. Iman, thank you for following. It's more multi-threaded to a point on 24. But I think a lot of what's been multi-threaded is the new stuff they've added rather than the core of the sim itself. Would be my. I haven't got really any proof or evidence, so that's just kind of how it feels. Oh yeah, Waspy's right. It doesn't. Yours was the first gen to have an iGPU. Your 7800 X3D. Ah, Shift Control, you've come over to Twitch. Nice one. By the time I finally make up my mind about a 9800 X3D, it's going to be like the 10800 X3D is going to be out. I mean, look at that. DX11, 5.5 gigs of VRAM used, 16 gigs of memory. That is awesome. It really is. Right, what time are we getting into? Let's get some lights on. It's a bit dim in here, isn't it? $13.22, so a little bit more than 1 hour. That's fine. We've got time for some lunch. We've got time for a coffee. We've got time for Transport Tycoon, hopefully. A bit of Transport Tycoon during cruise, because that's now a thing, in case any of you were in any doubt. When did I start streaming? As in, when did I start streaming today, or when did I start streaming in general? Alpsimmer, welcome, mate. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Both, I guess. Well, today it was 9:30. When was my first stream? First streamed on YouTube, and we've stayed streaming on YouTube for ages. Only recently have we started multi-streaming to Twitch. Only recently have we seen the fruits of our labour on Twitch, because it's like I've been multi-streaming to Twitch for ages, but like no one watched. It wasn't until I started promoting it a bit on other platforms that started to get a little bit of traction, and it's still early days. Can I say happy birthday, Leo? Of course I can. Happy birthday, Leo. Many happy returns. Right, that's LMG. Oh, look at that view. How did I get into simming? I've always loved flight sims. I've been on flight sim since Flight Sim 2000. Now, didn't know what the hell I was doing for a long time until creating this channel. And probably for the first year I still didn't really know what I was doing either. I could point the plane in the right direction and hand fly it to a reasonably good landing most of the time, but it was all wrong in terms of technicalities and doing it properly and stuff. And I kind of got dared to put up one of my landing videos on YouTube and people watched. I was like, oh, that's weird. So I did another one, people watched again. I just kept doing it and started having more and more fun with it, and this is kind of where we've got to, really. That's all it is, really. Which is a bit weird when you think about it. Good old Flight Sim 2000. That was a hell of a game. Flight Sim 2000 and a Microsoft Sidewinder. I don't even know if you can buy them anymore. You probably can't, can you? Guessing you can't. My personal view about becoming a real-life pilot is that maybe it sounds better than it actually is. Like, I'd never be home much, I'd never see my kids hardly, I'd hardly ever see my family, and to be honest, the trade isn't worth it. Whereas this is much more like it. No way, people are like selling Sidewinders for 80 quid on eBay. Just see if I still got mine. Yeah, here it is, look. Look at that. That old beauty. That is your throttle, that little wheel thing there. Obviously, a shift button, a few buttons there, hat switch on top. Had like a trigger button, that was just like a clicky button. God, it looks knackered, doesn't it? Look at all that hand grease in the cracks. Ugh. And the controllers too, and the ports as well. What's that? That's like the game port, or whatever it used to be called. I remember I upgraded my motherboard and I was like, oh damn it, I don't have a game port anymore. That's incredible. There was one that had force feedback as well. Is it that one? Yeah, that's the one. The one that had like the leathery kind of base. This one had force feedback, I think. Does it say in the description? Used in good condition. Fairly certain this is the force feedback edition. Could be wrong on that. Maybe it isn't. Who knows? Super cool though. Hey, Adam had one. Nice. Using the HOTAS Thrustmaster. Stick rudder axis failed. Now I'm using the sliders on the throttle for rudder. You had stick rudder axis? How are you doing that, Albsima? You talking about the Oh, wait. Yeah, I know you're talking about. Sorry, I thought you were talking about the Warthog. You're not. You're talking about the actual HOTAS. Sorry, being slow, catching up. I wonder if I've still got my Sidewinder up in the loft. I bet I have, you know. I bet I have. I bet I've still got it somewhere. I keep everything like that. I've got like my old Xbox, like the original Xbox, my old GameCube, my old Sega Mega Drive still. Fairly certain it all works. Got all the connectors still. All the SCART cables. Trouble is I've got no TV with a SCART input. that's the main problem. I'd have to get some sort of adapter thing. What else have I got? Got my PS2, Xbox, GameCube, Mega Drive, N64. PS1 I got rid of. Foolishly, I regret that. Yeah, I got rid of the PS1 because a buddy of mine wanted a PS1 and he had an N64 and was fed up with it. I was like, well, I've got a PS2 now, which will play PS1 games, so I'll swap you my PS1 for your N64. And he was like, yeah, okay. I was like, sweet, what a deal. Shift controls over on Twitch, nice. Yeah, let's build up the old Twitch. So when's this A350 arriving then? Have we had anything yet? Have we had anything more? Right, you know what it's time for? Bit of Transport Tycoon while we cruise. How's about just there? Perfect. Let's rock and roll. God, I love this game. Butter. Okay, the town is growing nicely. Maybe we could do a little bus service, couldn't we? Do a little bus service, maybe. If anyone doesn't like this game, I don't know what to say to you, really. It is the perfect game. Except for Flight Sim. Right, let's link up this town as well, shall we? Can't beat a few buses. Wonderful. What is this, A320 Phoenix? No. This is the Boeing PMDG. Okay, station there. We've already got a station in... Wait, what? Oh, okay. Whatever. Then a little station in here. Whoops. Okay, this bus, we want to go from this town to that other town. Or do we? No, we don't. We want it to go to here and transfer passengers. Transfer and leave empty. We want to be feeding that train station. Let's do 3 of them. Oh yeah, the old rage coach. Love a rage coach. We're gonna have to go get something to eat in a minute. I'm getting hungry. It's feeling like lunchtime. Let's start with 2, actually. So that's only a small little town, isn't it? So hopefully, yeah, 361 passengers. This is the stuff. Gravy. Gravy, gravy. Grumbo, how's it doing? How is it going? Smash in. "52 passengers waiting." That's just about right, you know. It's just about right. Right, how are we doing in here? Never mind transport tycoon. About 200 miles from top of drop. 240 miles. So we've got a minute yet. We're doing alright. Perfect. Right. I declare it lunchtime. I'm hungry. I'm going to go and get a sandwich, and I'll be back in a minute. Probably a coffee as well. Maybe a drink of water. All the things. Enjoy yourselves. I'll leave you with some nice wing views. See you in a moment. Right. Good news, bad news. Bad news is all I've managed to find is a bowl of like 2-day-old cold chili in the fridge. Good news, I found some Dairy Dunkers in the fridge. Oh my god. I think they're my kids, but F it, I'm eating them. They're like, where are the Dairy Dunkers gone? I was like, I don't know. This has suddenly turned into a lunch of champions. Love the Dunkers, nice one, Philip. What we're playing during flight, we're playing Transport Tycoon. Or Open Transport Tycoon, I should say. Eve, it's funny you say that. What just happened then? Funny you say that. This morning when I was looking at Dublin, I kind of thought it'd be really nice if Flight Radar would tell me what is the active runway for landings. Almost like a little bit of an ATIS. That would be very cool. Huffy, cheers for follow, mate. Hopefully you enjoy my Transport Tycoon antics during cruise. Right, what else shall I do? I feel like I want to do a boat. I want to do a little boat service. Where's a nice big blob of sea? Oh, this looks alright. Maybe up here. Actually, there's rivers here, isn't there? Don't know. Alright, Sid. Have a good one, Adam. Cheers, mate. Yeah, I don't. Maybe there's like legal and bureaucratic reasons why they can't, Eve. That could be it. Alright, let's do some industry. Let's start out small, shall we? Thing is, there's a forest there and a sawmill there, but that's not going to earn any money going that distance. We need to go a bit further. What about these woods? This looks more like it. Where am I even going? I'm lost. Up here. Brilliant. I've already gone too far. That'll do. I'm actually a little bit lost now. I can't remember where I was going. That one there looks good. So let's do 4 tracks because we've got a coal station here as well. Oh, can you not just flatten the land for me automatically? Boff. That'll do nicely. Oh no, my TV wants to turn off. This would be the advantage of getting a monitor. My TV wouldn't do this every 3 hours. Whoa, that costs rather a lot. Maybe shouldn't have done that, in hindsight. Okay, time for a rail yard in there. Reliability 75, that one looks better. 96% reliability, that's what we want. Wood truck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13 is the maximum. So we'll go to the woods. And we'll go to the sawmill. Wonderful. Gwen, we're doing alright, mate. It seems all modern TVs will switch themselves off automatically after a few hours, so if you've got a PC connected then you have to monitor the situation. Is that a pun? Pun intended? I really hope so. Cheers, Off-World. It is Vatsim, yeah. Oh, OpenTTD is amazing. I could play it all day. It's a perfect thing to have on during cruise. Cruise is a weird one. Yeah, we all go on about how we love the sim. Yeah, we just sort of sit for hours in cruise, waiting for the good bit. What's going on, Wasp? Hi, sir. How's it going? What my biggest vaccine fails? Probably Dublin or Nice. Both of which we normally have, we've got videos of on the channel. Foolishly, I just put them up for people to watch. Oh, hello. Dublin was link 4. You were saying about the taxi routing earlier. It'd been a brilliant flight. I thought I'd just have a quick, nice little hop over to Dublin, landed. Then I messed up. I went the wrong way and caused chaos on the ground, which I was very sorry for. The controller, bless him, was lovely. He emailed me afterwards being like, this is what you should have done. Hope to see you again soon. Yeah. And then Nice, I messed up the RNAV approach. Oh, what a great day. Derrily Dunkers. Hell yeah. You played the original? Yeah, I did. I had Transport Tycoon, the original. Then I bought Transport Tycoon Deluxe. Oh. What's going on here then? Yeah, you two are just going to have to wait. Because this guy's coming in. The landing was not great into Nice. I totally messed things up. I came in too fast and I thought the approach mode would bring me in. I didn't realise it was a visual approach. I completely messed it up. With ATC on. Ah. I see. Cheers for that. Recently landed in Frankfurt. ILS runway 24 left. Put in 111.5 for the ILS 24C when it should have been 1111. Ah, no. 15. Yeah, I bet they weren't happy. Right, where are we at? Can't be far. 75 miles, top of drop. Can't see a damn thing. Covered in cloud. But we're just coming over Barca. So I vote we go 3,000 feet in the window. And just take it easy. Oh yeah, lovely. Yeah, look at that. You can't see a damn thing out there, can you? Ant Wards, how's it going, mate? See, that's one thing that 24 has definitely gotten better at, is the shadows. Look at that. Flipping heck. What a mess. I think Wasp, I'm going to vector, you know. I'll probably go direct. I'll go to ADX. Then after ADX, I'll probably go direct IB 730. Or just go direct Gizlu. Yeah, after ADX, Gizlu, I think will be my plan. That should still give us enough time to get down. Don't know if this is often the case, but for Stuttgart, the yellow taxi line was not showing in the sim. In the night, no blue lines. So I took a turn too early to merge with blue taxi lights. Headed into opposite traffic. Oh, yeah. It's hard on that sim, like, it can be very awkward. Just noticed there might be some A350 streams later today. Will I be buying it? I will be buying it. Order. Let's look at that sim radar. And we've got Leper approach on, haven't we? Are they going to want to talk to us necessarily? That's the other thing, was they might. Are they going to want to talk to us as we kind of pass through? Unlikely, isn't it? Yeah, I would highly suspect that the A350 streams are going to tank my numbers very shortly. Put it that way. But it's alright, we'll fight the good fight. And we'll buy the A350 whenever it comes out. Tomorrow, presumably. I don't know. No idea. Go on, and we'll do Corda. After Corda, we'll go straight to IB710. Oh, thanks, Wasp. Honestly, if you guys want to go watch someone else, I get it. Trust me. No offence will be taken. To be honest, I might watch it too. Any builds NDA ends in 4 minutes. Yeah, there you go. Exactly. Which means my stream's numbers will probably nosedive in about 4 minutes as well. And not through and through. Oh, you guys. You make me blush. In a way, I kind of like that I'm getting it at the same time as you all, so we can kind of experience it together. Tango Alpha, hello. Where did I buy my Sidestick? FS Projects. It's on top of an Ava base, though, from Thrustmaster. Am I getting the A350 on release? Yeah, I'll buy it when when it goes on sale. Seven-hour stream to JFK on Friday. Oof. Hell no. Friday, I shall be working. Unless I spontaneously have a migraine. Yes, I know I've been away for 2 weeks, but on the first day back I've got a migraine. Honest. Honest. Wetly Sop starting for SAS today, starting with Stockholm to Gothenburg. Wet lease in what? Not the A350, surely. Oh, an A320. Okay. I was going to say. Damn. Yeah, I might start coming down now because we're 10 miles out, aren't we? IB730. Boff. Ryanair 232, flight level 390, beginning top of descent, beginning descent down to 3,000 feet for arrival into Ibiza. Going direct from Corda to India Bravo 730. I mean, Indie builds are UK based, aren't they? So if they've got any sense, they'll release it at like 10 AM, probably, would be my guess, because they're probably going to get everyone into the office, everyone will be at their battle station, and then it'll be like, right, let's go, release it. There we go, beautiful. Yeah, UK based. I mean, I think they've got remote workers all over the place, but it's yeah, UK. Which is kind of good for me because time zone wise, I might get a might be able to get a day of it. Because quite often with PMDG, if it comes out on the day, it's like, well, that's not till like the evening time here, by which point the day's been and gone, you know? Those Dairy Dunkers were magnificent. I'm so glad I found those in the fridge. My kids are going to be gutted when they come home. Where's the Dairy Dunkers gone? But sorry. Oh, I mean, with me behind the controls, you never know. You never know. Could go either way. Let's be real. Right, we're almost back on profile, look. Slowly getting there. At least with the A350 streams going live, well, now I suppose, there'll be less of you to watch my terrible landing. So there is that. Oh, here we go, Philip. Here we go. Philip's mouthing off in chat again. Bang, out of order. Because I do mostly fly Boeing. I meant that to say that I don't often fly military. That's what I meant. And you two start flipping, twisting my words. Clip it. God, my knee really hurts. Ow. Why does my knee hurt so much? Don't know what I've done. Well, there's the island, and then where's the airport? Basically, like there, isn't it? Or is it there? Is it there or is it there? I think it's there. Set like a true Brit. Yeah, in an ideal world, Indie Builds will like release the A350 tomorrow at 10 AM. Because I'd be tempted to not schedule a stream. I'd be tempted to not schedule any streams until I know. Because I might need to pivot. Oh, Transport Tycoon. Yeah, I figured as much because the embargo's probably 1 o'clock, isn't it? Interesting how they're all videos. Are there any live streams, or are they all pre-recorded videos? I'm not sure why that would be the case. Yes, I know all of my stuffs don't make any money. Right.
Going direct to India Bravo 730, or straight in runway 4 approach at IV.
Why is there no wood at this stupid station? Come on, you've got a whole forest there. Chop some damn wood. So are there any live streams going on, or are they pre-recorded videos? Obviously I'm not looking because I'm doing this. See my figures, see how much they've tanked. kind of haven't tanked, actually. That's impressive. No live stream. Why are there no live streams? Why aren't they letting them do it live? It seems odd to me. That seems odd. Well, apparently, Wasp, they've done quite a lot of work with their texture mapping, such that they can use 1K textures but get kind of beyond 8K levels of detail. So they say. They made a big point, didn't they, saying that performance should be pretty good. Just weird how there's no live streams. I find that weird. Why would they do that? I guess it's up to them ultimately. All right. Do auto brakes 3. Yeah, well said, Wasp. Yes, A350s are dropping. I'm looking forward to it. I'm not going to lie, I probably won't fly anywhere else after this, and I'll probably start watching the videos too, seeing as I don't have it. $1095, 241. $1095 for the ILS. Should be good fun trying it on VATSIM for the first time. I imagine it's going to be quite A380-like, so I'm hoping that our time in the A380, not that we've had a lot of time in it, should pay dividends. But yeah, I think the only way I'm going to be flying long routes with it is going to be with time acceleration, unless we can get some short-haul routes or shortish in the books. Bristol to Edinburgh, I think, first thing on VATSIM. Yeah, I'll be curious to watch the tutorials and see what the similarities are with the 380. I suspect quite a bit, which is good. There's a lot of short-haul A350 flights. Let's hope so. Oh god, I'm gonna have to do a livery, aren't I? I'm just gonna have to do like Emirates or BA until I can figure out a livery. I don't want to make a livery. Maybe I'll write to one of the flightsim.to guys and just be like, can I pay you? Can you do it for me? Oh, don't, Wasp, don't. That's going to be like 2 days of my life that I'm never going to get back, isn't it? Honestly, you should see me when I should live stream me making a livery, because I just get so angry. I hate doing it. Absolutely hate doing it. There's no way I'd ever want to be like a 3D artist or a game dev like that does that sort of stuff. I just can't. My brain does not work that way. It's awful. Utterly awful. The A380 nearly broke me. That's the hardest one I've ever done. And I don't know why. Why was it? It's because they broke the fuselage into sections. And I couldn't get my straight lines to line up. And I was like moving it by 2 pixels at a time. Trial and error, rebooting the sim. It's like taking forever. Cheers, Smooth Goal. Appreciate you. Bamsheed, welcome. So if we were watching you make a livery, then it would be a colourful video. Yeah, I'd probably just need to have my bleep. I've got a bleep button, but hang on. There you go. I'll just basically leave that pressed the entire video. I think probably be the way I did it. Oh Christ, no, don't start the APU now.
IB for traffic at North 56 vectoring to the east for traffic separation at United.
Do I play other PC games just for myself? I do. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I thought maybe I would be like a Call of Duty streamer before I started streaming Flight Sim. That was a genuine sort of like, maybe I could do that as an idea. But I kind of like that the sim has become the thing that I stream, because it's I'm so into it, and I love sharing all the details and stuff with you all, and the videos and all of that. And it's quite nice just to keep things like Call of Duty for me, because I need something for me that isn't content. I can actually just enjoy that without thinking, are people going to enjoy watching this? Is the thumbnail good enough? Have I titled it properly? All that stuff that races through your mind when you put anything on YouTube. Well, I do anyway. Oh, Weir, thank you for following. Welcome on in. Also, remember to put the seatbelts on. B for traffic, Ryanair 232 inbound Gizlu on the ILS runway 24. Actually, Tatman, at the minute I'm playing quite a lot of my PS5 inside, rather than sitting out here in the shed at the desk playing. Mostly because I'm playing God of War on the PS5 and I love that. Nice one, Estic. Right, here we go then. genuinely a little bit shocked my viewers haven't tanked as much as they have. It's actually quite impressive in a way. Let's go around altitude here. Missed approach. 3,000. Right. Right. Speed 200. Most of the time you can wing it. Is that pun intended? I don't know, for me, YouTube, like once you've gone to the effort to make a thumbnail and a title and all that stuff, it's kind of like you're committed to the idea. Like this morning someone was saying to me, like, I've made a thumbnail for like Ryanair and we're doing UK and Ireland ops or whatever, Europe ops, and someone's like, come to Sydney. It's like, no, I can't do that. Like, I'm committed now to UK and Europe. Because then I've got to make another new thumbnail, make another new title, both on Twitch, both on YouTube Vertical and on TikTok. Make a new thumbnail, put that up. Now it's got to be like Australia, and then what airline do we fly? And part of me did wonder whether I should just make a generic thumbnail that just says like air not live, and regardless of what I'm doing, just use that same thumbnail everywhere. So then all I need to do is make a title and just go for it. Don't know. Right, let's go speed 180. With traffic, Ryanair 232 inbound Foxtrot 24, 4 miles to run, and we are slowing to 180 knots.
The traffic air knots 56 turning onto long final runway 24, 22 miles to run. Ibiza.
Is that traffic? Can't see him. Right, gear down. .160 knots, and we'll go flaps 30. Give us a landing approach speed of 148. Beat the traffic, Ryanair 232, 5 mile final. Beat the traffic, runway 24. Bit of a crosswind here as well. Look at that, 29 knots beating us from the right hand side. Okay, let's slow to find approach speed. 148. Right, are we ready? Okay, that wind looks to be straightening up a bit. Yeah, it's coming straight at us now.
Plus 100. 300.
In fact, it's now coming at us slightly from the left. Continue.
200.
Oh, there we go. A little bit high.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Oh, stutter. Thank you, Sim. But other than that, that was alright. Got new shoes on, and I don't like them for these rudder pedals because they've got curved heels at the back. They don't sort of go to a 90-degree sort of angle. And I'm never quite sure whether my feet are on the rudder pedals or not. Let's keep it rolling. That was alright, that. 159 feet per minute. Beat the traffic, Ryanair 232 vacated runway 24. Wow, sort of. Right, lights off. Come on, you Wally.
Heavy for traffic air 056, captured IR left for runway 24, 8 miles.
Beat for traffic, Ryanair 232, taxiing to stand 27 via Tango and Golf 1. Beat that. Surely not a good idea to keep picking your thumbnails. I think it's actually quite a good idea because it lets people know exactly what to expect. Alrighty, here we go. Captain Canada now doing a stream. Nice. And there go my numbers. Well, I think what I might do is not do another leg, and I might sort of swat up a little bit on what's going on. Watch a few tutorials, get my head in the game, so to speak. Why can I see a plane on Vapsin but not actually in front of me?
Happy for traffic air 056, short final, 3 miles, runway 24.
Uh-oh. Oh, stutter. Just a stutter. It's okay. Right, let's tell GSX we're going for stand 27, shall we? There they are, look. They're waiting for us, bless them. We might get to see Waspland, actually. Where is he? Here he comes.
1 mile out.
Oh, look at that crab. Is that a crab? No, it's not. No pressure, Wasp. Let's get that APU on while I wait. That's looking tidy, isn't it? It's looking lovely and tidy. Yeah. Never in doubt. Never in doubt. I do wonder how accurate it is when you watch other people land on VATSIM. Like, how accurate is the position? Because obviously you've got scenery differentiators, you've got sim differentiators, you've got potential lag. So I do wonder. Joey, cheers for following, mate. Appreciate it.
Traffic to traffic air 056, runway 24, vacated, taxi down 29.
That'll do. Right, brakes on. Power from the APU. Engines off. Alright, anti-collision off, close the flight, seat belts, deboard. Right, how are we doing? How did we do? 10 out of 10. Great touchdown, 159 feet per minute, beautiful. In challenging conditions. It was challenging. It was challenging. Happy days. Right, folks. Not as long as we normally are. Mind you, we've been live for 4 hours. We've done 2 legs. I suppose it's not too bad. But I think a good use of my time now would be to swat up a bit on this A350, see what's going on. I've got about an hour before I need to go and get the kids, so I'm going to sort of immerse myself, see what's going on, watch a couple of tutorials, see if I can hopefully then start the damn thing when it comes to our turn on VATSIM. And I will see you in the A350 whenever it releases. I don't know when it is going to release. And we'll have a bit of fun on VATSIM with it together, hopefully. And we can all enjoy it. That's going to be really cool. But thank you indeed very much for coming along today. And I will see you all next time. Hopefully. Maybe with an A350. Don't know. But we'll see. Take it easy. See you next time, folks. Ta-ra.